Woody Johnson believes that Aaron Glenn is the guy. He's the guy he believes in New York. The question, though, and this is the portion of the program where we have to talk about the quarterback with the Jets. Does Aaron Glenn believe in Aaron Rodgers at this point? Leroy?
I don't know if you want to be a new coach going on a team and beginning to coach a team and trying to set a culture. You got to have some extensive talks with Aaron Rodgers to see if he's on the same page. Because, when you look at teams that do have success, a lot of them have that veteran leadership on the offensive side and the defensive side that when the coach is not around, they can keep everybody in check, keep everybody in line, keep everybody focused. And sometimes we all wonder if Aaron Rodgers is there. Is he off doing his own thing? He can play football, but is that going to be conducive to team success if everybody's not on the same page offensively and defensively? And so from that standpoint, I think they'll have a conversation. Keep in mind, Aaron Rodgers is going to be 41 years old. I don't know why everybody think 41-year-olds, just because Tom Brady did it, that everybody could do it. It's going to come to a screeching halt at some point. Do you want to be the head coach when that happens? So I don't know what that's going to be like. I don't know what Aaron Glenn is thinking. I don't know what the organization is thinking. But at some point, you're going to have a quarterback to play the position.
Annie, have we seen the ignominious end to the ignominious Aaron Rodgers era in New York, or do you think it continues?
What a great word. He's not an enigma. He drinks green juice, people. Let me start by saying I love Aaron Glenn. I think he's a great head coach. He brings that biting kneecaps that he brought from Detroit. His opening presser, he talked about, buckle your seatbelts. It's gonna be a ride. Well, the ride is as bad as Ryan Day in the golf cart. But the point is, he is a great coach, and he's looking for that leader. That's what Leroy just said. And Aaron is not, in my opinion, as a Packers fan, this is just coming from a fan perspective. I've heard great things about Aaron. All these guys could probably tell you way better than I can just from a fan perspective. I think he's a great guy, but in terms of a leader, we saw what happened with the Jets. He threw more people under the bus than passes he threw this year. It was absolutely ridiculous, and I don't think that's what Aaron Glenn is looking for. And I know there's a cap situation too if he were to retire or if he were to come back with the Jets, so that money's an aspect there too. But in terms of a leader and what Aaron Glenn wants, I don't know if that's what the future of the Jets looks like. And in terms of that, I don't know where he goes from there.
Jordan, I know you have some insights about the Aaron Rodgers situation.
Yeah. I think the perception, I'd say it's safe to say the perception around the league is probably that Aaron will not be a Jet next year. I don't know if that's going to be the case. It would surprise me if he was. And I think when you talk about Aaron Glenn and what he wants to build, he talked a lot about accountability and responsibility. I thought he had an excellent press conference for what it's worth. I know it doesn't win games, but it was a good start. That being said, I don't see right now, as we sit at the end of January, a path where Aaron Rodgers is the quarterback next year of the Jets. I also don't know, and I'm not sure anyone really knows whether or not he wants to play football next year. But if he does, I would imagine there would be opportunities elsewhere. I would be surprised if it was with the New York Jets.